Hello and welcome to DIY EV Mods. In this episode we're going to continue on our bumper project, and we are going to reinstall our backup sensors, and then we also have to put these clips back in for the wiring for the sensors. And it makes it pretty neat because Ford shows you where they go. They give you these squares. Unfortunately they didn't do that. Well, they did that for the center hole, but then these two outer ones I could have done a better job, and I thought of a few different ways that I could have done it after the fact, after it was already done, but I did an okay job, and they seem to click in and hold in place. So we'll get those reinstalled today. So the first thing I got to do is just clean up these old ones. I peeled these off the broken bumper, so I got to get them cleaned up, and then we'll use our 3M sticky tape here and we will reinstall those. Okay, so I got all the clips cleaned up and all of the spots where they're gonna go are all wiped down. Now I just need to wipe them down. I'm gonna use alcohol on a paper towel, clean everything off, and we'll be ready to reapply using the 3M sticky tape. Okay, now I've got the 3M sticky tape attached to the clips, so now I just got to make sure that they're facing up so that the wire harness will sit down in it, and install them. And this is the top part of the bumper cover, so we'll just put them in there just like that, and then they will be ready to accept the wiring harness. I wanted to try to show myself putting one of these on so you can see how they go on there. So I'm going to make sure that the loop is facing up. I'm going to set it right down in the square that Ford put down there for it, and I'm just going to push firmly on it to make sure that it seats good. And that's all you got to do. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 3 done, 3 more to go. Okay, all of the wire harness clips are in place. Now I'm going to show you how to put the retainers and the park aid sensors back in place. It's not too difficult. This will slide through from this side, then the matching sensor will poke through from this side. The wiring harness comes from the passenger side, so the electrical connection will face that passenger side there. So I'm going to get these unwrapped and off their sticks. I marked them all as I was taking them off. That one you can see I pulled off, it says center, and I will get them, so I'll get them all unwrapped and I will show you how I put them on. So one thing about these is that they are directional. I think that's what the difference between the right and the left hand is. The center, let's see, if you take a look, there are, yeah, here they are. There's ridges, or right here and right here. So they have to line up just right, or they won't go in.
And then?
So then that's going to slide in there just like that.
Yep.
And I think they're right there and right there are my marks for where the ridges slide into. So that I should be able to just
push in.
There
Ooh,
we go.
that was hard.
Just push that in like that. Then I take the sensor. Here is the sensor out of its bumper. So that's the center. So I'm just going to come in from this side here. I thought it would. And then you'll see these tabs right here on the back. Those slide into these tabs here. So you just push it in place. Okay, I finally got it in. It's just I couldn't hold the camera and push hard enough on it at the same time. But yeah, it just pushes in. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And again, it is directional. You'll see that there is 2 little tabs on the side. Just above center. Or just below center on this one. Yeah, just below center. So we'll slide that in there. Just like that.
Push 3.
Okay, so I got it more flush. So I should be able to just push this in. I guess I was wrong about where the wires come from. Looks like they are coming from the driver's side, even though the wire harness comes from the passenger side. It's weird. Okay, the second one is in. I think it's just because I got, when I was cutting it, I didn't do that good of a job when I cut the holes for it. And they're just catching up on it. Because the way that they slide in, there's these tabs here. And then these, you see where right here, between here and here, is where the bumper holds in place. So if it's not in all the way and these tabs aren't pushed back out all the way, it's not going to let the sensor go in. The sensor has 2 little tabs that will slide in right here and right here. So when you're taking it out, you extend those 2 clips to pull the sensor out of the housing, and then the housing, then you push down, or retainer I guess it's called, you push down on the clips to release it from the bumper and then push it through. So it's not thin enough right here from where I cut it. I didn't do a good enough job sanding it when I was done, so the score marks are pushing the bumper out and making it so that these clips aren't coming out all the way, and that's why I'm having such a hard time. So if you had one that did already have the holes drilled into it by Ford, these will be a lot easier. They'll just slide, pop in place, and then these will just slide in from the back side and pop in place. So I'm gonna go ahead, put these last ones in real quick, and I'll show you what the finished product looks like. And there we have it. 1, 2, and 3. So we've got all 3 of the sensors back in place. We've got our little balances or fill-ins, whatever you want to call those, made. I think all that we have left is going to be the brackets that I have to replace. I gotta drill out and replace the brackets on the right hand side. So that will be our next video. If you like this video, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you don't miss it when I post a new one. And my camera does not want to focus. I am sorry. If you've been watching, or thank you for watching, have a wonderful day.